Welcome back to the Deley Project. I'm your host, Mr. R, and it's almost Thanksgiving. The first archery season is over, and I did not connect with the buck I was pursuing. I passed on 3 shooters, but we'll see what happens later on. Fall turkey season was a bust. As a teacher, I just didn't have the time. We only get 2 weeks here, and I only had a day and a half to get it done, and I didn't get it done. The bear rifle season is now in full swing, but today's video is about hunting squirrels, not bear, in Northwestern PA, and how I cook them. So let's get to it. Today we're heading to Oil Creek State Park. I do a lot of hunting there. Archery season's over. I didn't connect in turkey season. We're gonna hunt some squirrel today, just for the fun of it. I used to do that a lot when I was a kid. So we'll see. Should be fun. There's a lot of squirrel this year and no one's really doing a lot of hunting. It's a nice black squirrel. Another black squirrel. A lot of black squirrels in here. After you kill your squirrel, you have to clean them, and you want to do a really good job of that. I quarter mine, make sure I get all the hair and blood off. I put them in a stainless steel pan and I soak them overnight in water. It gets all the blood out of the meat. Well, most of the blood out of the meat. At that point, I take a little crock pot and I take the quartered pieces, which usually is the 2 front shoulders, the 2 hind legs, and I also include the back. And you put those in your crock pot, shake off all of the excess water. Once you get all those in the crock pot, at that point you can add whatever spices you want. In this case, I'm going to use some barbecue sauce, and I add a little bit of liquid smoke to that as well. You don't have to, but you can season these any way you want. But the whole idea is to put them in a crock pot and cook them very slow. First couple hours I put on high, and then I turn it down to low. Try to cook them for about 8 hours. But I use Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and it doesn't really matter what flavor. They make different flavors. This is just a basic barbecue sauce. Mix it all up, get it all covered in there. And once you got everything covered, put the lid back on it. And you can add some salt if you wish. You can add any kind of spice that you really like. But the barbecue sauce does a good job, and the slow cooking really tenderizes the squirrel to where it falls off the bone. A squirrel in and of itself, if you don't cook it properly, is very tough, and that's why most people don't like it. Using barbecue sauce, it pretty much tastes like pulled pork. I guess that would be the closest thing. But like I said, you can start it on low. Sometimes I put it on high. But this is just basic barbecue sauce. You can get honey, there's all different flavors. Now, once it cooks, in this case, this cooked about 8 to 9 hours. I think this cooked actually 8 hours. To put a little sauce on the plate, and my culinary experience isn't too great, but once you do that, I just took some tongs, and you can take that out, dish it out, and literally the squirrel meat falls right off the bone, and that's what you want. And it's really, really good. Now, you do have to be careful. There's some small bones in there, not like fish bones, but you don't want to choke on them. Or you can just separate all the meat like they do with pulled pork and get rid of all the bones and just serve the meat itself with the barbecue sauce. That's pretty much it. Hunting squirrels in PA is fun. Gets you out there, improves your shooting skills, and if prepared properly, are very tender and taste great. Finally, I saw a lot of squirrels, shot 2 for a meal, and saw some deer. In the big picture of things, it doesn't get much better than that. I'm Mr. R, and this is the Deley Project. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours, and good luck in your rifle deer season. Let's be safe out there. And, yep, you guessed it. We gone.